That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll look to run with Singletary. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. 6-0 our score after 1. No move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Allen going to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Flush to his right. Touchdown! Josh Allen with a touchdown pass to the veteran Emmanuel Sanders. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And he slings one that's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott looks to throw on first. Left side to Lamb. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That is caught by Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 8.
Just like that. Just like that.
Allen now looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They run here with Singletary. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Singletary again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Singletary will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now it's Wilson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Prescott on 1st down. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. That one complete to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott now. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. All right, so the Cowboys will go for two here. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain there for the Bills. On first down, Allen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 42 yards. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Elliott on first down. Got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Dak. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Gregory Rousseau with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Prescott. And this one is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Steps away to his left. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. To throw is Allen. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit